right? We're going to be working on something called Pythagorean's theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, c is the only important one that has to go right there. A and b are interchangeable, so you can be, So c is the only one you have to find. Now, c is the hypotenuse, also called the longest side of the right triangle, which in this case is here. Now, if the triangle looks in a way that it makes it difficult to figure out which one is the hypotenuse, okay, not only is it the longest side, it's also the only side that doesn't touch the right angle. And if that is still not enough, the right angle points at it. Hey, it's over there. So now that I know that C is the missing angle, okay, I'm going to put X there. And the other two I'm going to put as 5 squared plus 12 squared. So 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. And x squared, well, I can't do anything with that. So I'm just going to leave it as x squared. So here it says 25 plus 144 equals this. So let's add this up so it can be easier to read. So this is 169 equals x squared. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get rid of this, and the only way to get rid of a squared is to square root it. So square root this side and square root this. The square root just cancels out this because it's the opposite of squaring. So it just cancels it. So now I'm just left with x, which is what I want. Now I just have to figure out the square root of 169, press the buttons, and it's going to be 13. Okay? Now, let's go over here. Okay? So this is going to be, again, we're solving Pythagorean's theorem. It's a right triangle. So that means I can use Pythagorean's theorem to solve for a missing side. Okay? So now let's see. Where is C? Where is C? Oh, there it is. 17. The 90-degree angle is pointing at it. It's not touching. It's the longest side. So 17 is all by itself. So the other two, doesn't matter how you put them. There we go. So x squared, can't do anything with that. 15 times 15, that's going to be 225. 17 squared is 17 times 17. That's going to be 9. That's going to be 7. That's going to be 0. That's going to be, well, 7 times 7 is 49. So it's going to be 7 with a 4 up here. So it's going to be, it's going to be 1. Sorry, I almost messed up there from the beginning. Then that's going to be 7 and 1. So that's going to be 189. So it's going to be 189. No, that makes no sense. Guys, help me out here. Oh, it's going to be 11. It's going to be 289. There we go. Whew. Almost messed up on video. Almost. 289. So if I subtract 225 from this side to leave the x by itself, subtract 225 from this side, we're going to be left with x squared equals 64. So now to get rid of the squared, we have to square root. It cancels. I'm left with x. I square root this side. I'm left with 8. So the answer for this one is 8. Now here, there's no right angle. Okay, now this looks like it's almost a right angle, right? But we have to prove it's a right angle. We know that Pythagorean's theorem works for right triangles. So if the Pythagorean theorem works, it's going to be a right triangle. So we're going to find the biggest side, the 29. The 29 has to be C, so I got to put it by itself. And then the 21 over here, and then the 20 here. So 21 squared, let's do that over here. It's going to be 1, 2. It's going to be 2, 4. It's going to be 4, 4, 1. So it's going to be 441 plus 400 equals 29 squared. Let's see what 29 squared is. 29 times 29. That's 81. That's going to be 9 times 2. That's 18 plus 8. It's going to be 26. That's going to be 18 with a 1 up here. That's going to be 5. So that's going to make a 1. That's going to make a 4 with a 1 up here. And that's going to make 8. So 841. If I add these together, I'm going to get 841 equals 841. That is a yes. This is a right triangle. I've proven it. Okay? Because Pythagorean's theorem only works on right triangles. So if it works, it's a right triangle. Let's check this one with some easier numbers. So let's go. So the biggest side is the 11. So that's going to have to go by itself. 7, 8. So this is going to be 49 plus 64 equals 121. I add these together. I'm going to get 9 and 4 makes a 3 with a 1, 11. So does 113 equal 121? No, it does not. So this is not a right triangle. It might look like it, but maybe that's 91 degrees or it's 89 degrees. Okay? Let's flip this over. Now, here they want to know the distance from A to C. So I'm going to draw that line for you so you see it. It's going diagonal through the entire box. But if you look, you'll notice there's a right triangle happening here. Because all of the angles inside of a rectangular prism are 90, so this is going to be a 90 right here. So we can use Pythagorean's theorem to solve for it. This side right here is the longest side, so that's the hypotenuse. So that's what we're looking for. So it's going to be x. 8 and 12 will have to go on the other side. It does not matter if it's 8, 12, or 12, 8. It would still give me the same answer. This is going to be 64. This is going to be 144 equals x squared. We're going to be doing this. That's going to be 4 plus 4. That's going to be 8 and then 20. So 208 equals x squared. All right? So the square root 208, square root this. So this is going to be about, let me see, it's less than 15. So it's going to be 14 point something. So it's 14 point something. Okay? Equals x. All right? So we can check a couple different ones. You guys will be typing it in the calculator. You can leave me in the comments what the rounded number is, because I want you to round to the 10th. All right? And then that would be it. Okay, you type in the square root of 208 in the calculator, and whatever answer you get here, round to the 10th, and that would be your result. That's Pythagorean's theorem.